Namaskaram to Krishna Kumarji, senior faculty members, students. Enjoyed the game? Yes. Somebody said no. Really? Yes. Okay. Just now you had some prayer. How many of you really understand the meaning of the prayer? Purna, Purna Mudachyate, Purnasya Purna. What does it mean? Anybody? Anybody who can chant that Shanti mantra and tell me what does it mean? Om Purnamata Purnamidam Purnat. What does it mean? What is Purnam? Purnam in mathematics means infinity. Add infinity to infinity, what you will get? Infinity. That is the meaning of the prayer. That's mathematics. The whole prayer was mathematics. Infinity plus infinity is infinity. Purnam udachyate. You remove Purnam from Purnam, you will get to Purnam. Infinity minus infinity is infinity. You are understanding what I am saying? Yes. All the prayers which we had, either it has mathematics, chemistry, physics, sometimes biotechnology. Do you think these prayers are written how many years back? What is the first prayer you should chant in the early morning as soon as you get up? Any prayer? Who is that? Karagri. Who said that? Yeah. Chant. You can sit there and do it if you want. Yeah. You should do like this. Karagre Vasate Lakshmi. Karamate Saraswati. Yeah, like this. Look at your arms and then say, yeah. Where is Lakshmi? What does it mean?
Lakshmi is a palm.
Where? Here?
Yes.
No. Karagre. Agra means at the end, right? Karagre Vasate Lakshmi. You know what does this mean? Money. Lakshmi means? Money. So how you should chant? Karagre Vasate Lakshmi. Money is in my hand. Who is rich? I am rich because Lakshmi is in my hand. First motivational song which every one of us should pray. Your money is in your hand, not in somebody's hand. You become rich or poor based on what you do in your life, correct or not? Who has to decide what I am going to do in my life? Each one of us. You see the beauty of the prayer. Karagre Vasate Lakshmi. Chant once, do like this. Chant. Karagre Vasate Lakshmi. Karamadhye. Your education is in your hand, not in somebody's hand. You decide whether I want to study or not to study. Saraswati Devi is in your hand. Lakshmi is in your hand. Karagre Vasate Lakshmi. Karamadhye Saraswati. Karamule Sthita Gauri. Who is Gauri? Who is Gauri? Parvati. The Shakti Devi. Your energy is in your hand, not in somebody's hand. Your money is in your hand. Your education is in your hand. Your health is in your hand. Lakshmi's husband is? Lakshmi's husband? Vishnu. Vishnu's job is action. Wherever money is there, you can take some work. If money is there, you cannot work. If you work, you get money. That is why Lakshmi and Vishnu are pair. Karamadhye Saraswati. Saraswati's husband is Brahma. Wherever Brahma is there, Brahma is the god of questions. When there is a question, creativity will come. You will start thinking. When you think, you will start making something. God of research, God of creativity, God of production, all that belongs to Brahma. Suppose you want to think, you should have education. So if Saraswati is there, you get education. Whenever you get education, you get good questions. When you get question, you get answer. Brahma will ask question, Saraswati will give answer. Suppose you don't have questions, you are not a good student. Question English word comes from the root word called quest. Quest for knowledge. You must feel, oh, what is this? If you don't have this question, you don't get education. Only difference between human being and animal. When there is thunder, light storm, something happens in the nature, when the sunlight comes, we keep asking, where is it coming from? Why is it cloudy today? No animal will ask. So question is the basic character of human being. If you don't have questions, you are an animal. You can decide which animal you want to be. Ahara, Nidra, Bhaya, Maithunani, Samani, Chaitani, Nranam, Pashunam. Aharam, food. Nidra, sleep. Bhayam, worry. Maithunam, sex. All these qualities are equal for human being and animal. Only extra human being have is Jnanam Narana Matigo Vishesho. Knowledge is extra to human being. Jnane Bihina. If you don't have knowledge or if you don't learn anything, you are an animal. That's why Vivekananda said, man making is education. When you get knowledge, you become a human being. So any moment you are not learning, that means you are an animal at that moment. So all students should have Brahma inside. So at your tongue, in your buddhi, Saraswati will gift you. Karagri vasate Lakshmi, Karamadhye Saraswati, Karamule Sthida Gauri. If I have some headache, I will not be able to sleep. When somebody is guiding you through meditation, you can meditate only when you are not having any pain. If your health is alright, you can meditate. The god for meditation is Shiva. If you have to be physically fit, so if Parvati is there with you, you can get into Samadhi, meditation. That's why the pair is made between Shiva and Parvati. All these qualities are inside you. So you must tell yourself, Karagre Vasate Lakshmi, Karamadhye Saraswati, Karamule Sthida Gauri, Prabhade Karadarshanam. That's how you should start a day. So every prayer, when you chant mantra, don't just chant mantra without knowing the meaning. It's good to learn. But then you should always have the knowledge of backup. Saying this means this. When you go for taking bath, you stand in the water, take a little bit of water in your hand, and there is one mantra to be chanted. What is that? If you have not learned geography in the classroom, you can learn in bathroom. You have to take water and then chant one mantra. What is that mantra? All the river names. All the river water is same, and sun will make the water evaporate. All of them will mix together and then given as rain again. So when you take bath, which water you are taking bath? The water of all the rivers. So when you take water, you are supposed to chant a mantra. Gangecha Yamune Chaiva Godavari Saraswati Narmade Sindhu Kaveri Jalesmin Sannidhim Guru. When you say Ganga, you must know you are in Himalaya. Yamuna, you must get into Delhi. Gangecha Yamune Chaiva Godavari, go to Andhra Pradesh. Then Saraswati, where do you go? Rajasthan, Gujarat. River is not there. River has gone under the ground. Narmada, you should know where should go. Sindhu, go to Pakistan. Kaveri, go to Tamil Nadu. Where are you traveling? Throughout India you are traveling with your geography map. So this chant mantra, when you chant, you are understanding the whole India is yours. It is chanted by all the people in the country. For how many years? When there was no geography classroom, no 10th class, 12th class, every people in the country used to chant this mantra. Do you feel cold when you take bath? Do you want to have it or don't you want to have? Hold the water sometime in your hand. Hold the water sometime in your hand. Tell this water I am going to pour on my body. You will not feel cold. Don't just pour the water on your body, you will feel chill. Either hot water or cold water you want to take bath, hold for some time. How much time? Until you chant one sloka. That was the practice. Your body will adjust the temperature to accept the water temperature. Is it not scientific? So you can see mathematics, geography knowledge, you want to read physics. When you chant mantra, you can see people take water and pour back. Have you seen this? During that time there have to be one mantra to be chanted. Yojananam sahasre dveshade dveja yojane ekena nimisharthena kramamana namastude. Yojananam sahasre dveshade dveja yojane. Anything you understood? No. Very good, students. Yojana means distance measurement like kilometers. One yojana is 12.11 kilometer. So yojananam sahasre dve means 2000. Dve shate dve 2202 yojana. So how much is the distance I am telling now? 2202 multiplied by 12.11 kilometer. This is physics. Not just kilometer. 2202 multiplied by 12.11 kilometer. Distance. Oh sun, you are traveling and reaching me. Namaskaram to you. Salutation to you. Great sun. You are coming this much distance. In what time? Ekena nimisharthena, half of a nimisha. What is half of a nimisha? One nimisha is not 1 second. One nimisha is 0.28 seconds. We have in our time our minute, second. After that we don't have. Microsecond, nanosecond, and all you can say. traditional Bharatiya Shastra we had time computation much lesser. One sharp needle, if it has to go through a flower petal, how much time it takes? Your eyelids to go up and down, how much time it takes? That time is called 1 nimisha. So that nimisha is 0.28 second. Half of that nimisha is 0.14 second. Distance is given, time is given. What physics people will do? Find velocity. Distance divided by time is velocity, right? Find this, you will get velocity of light. So what are you doing? Looking at sun and chanting a mantra. That mantra is definition of velocity. You know how many years back normal sannyasis were doing this, normal Brahmins were taking bath, normal Bharatiya who were taking bath used to chant this mantra. And even today I am able to by heart this and learn, because without knowing the meaning also many people chanted this in this country. Whether you know meaning or not doesn't matter. Chant mantra, so that somebody else in the later part, they will start doing research and identify, oh, this means this. So now you got mathematics, geography, physics. You want social science? Already geography is over. What else you want? Chemistry? Have you seen atoms in your life? Do you want to see now? Do you think with your naked eye you can see atom? I am going to show you. Traditional atom in India was called Paramanu. Correct or no? The definition of Paramanu is given in our Shastra. Jalandhara gade bhano. Take water, put a torchlight inside. You will see small particle moving. Have you seen? In a dark room, when there is a light, you will see particle moving. In a totally dust-free environment also, you will see this. That particle in Sanskrit definition is called Rejaha. What is it called? Rejaha. Reja. Jalandhara gate bhano. Inside water, when the light goes, yat sushmam. Look it very carefully. You will see Rejaha. Is there anyone who has not seen this? I am sure you have seen this sometime, right? That is 30 atoms. So did I show you 30 atoms now? Yes. I have not shown you single atom, but I have shown you 30 atoms. Is your brain working? Working or not? Yes. When I tell you 30 atoms, can you divide that into 30 pieces and then imagine how much it will be? If not, you don't have buddhi. Do you have buddhi? Yes. Therefore, can you imagine the size of an atom now? Yat sushmam drishyate rajaha tasya trimshaktamo bhagaha paramanu ridismradaha. Divide that into 30 pieces. What you see is an atom. And if somebody says, I am not able to see, the poet has written one more line. Jnaninam drishti gojaraha. If you have buddhi, you can see. So nicely he has written. So you can say physics, you can see mathematics, you can see chemistry. Most of the prayers, like you have got chamakam, to doing puja for Shiva, we have got some prayers. Ekachame, 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 trishyashchame, trishyashchame, panchachame, panchachame, saptachame, saptachame, navachame, navachame, ekachame, ekachame, trayodashame, trayodashame, panchadashame. It goes like this for hours together. I am sure you go to either Gujarat or come to Himalayas or go to Kerala. Don't go to Kerala, go up to Tamil Nadu only. Everywhere they will chant in same style. Listen carefully. You will see mathematics inside. Ekachame 1, Trishyashchame 3, Panchachame 5, Saptachame 7, Navachame 9, Ekadashachame 11, Trayodashachame 13. What is this progression called? Arithmetic progression. So what are you telling to the God? Arithmetic progression. There are some people who don't pass in mathematics, they will go and pray. The priest will tell mathematics to the God. Some God doesn't like arithmetic progression. So next chapter. What is the chapter? After arithmetic progression, don't you learn geometric progression? Yes? Multiplications. Ekam cha, ekam cha, ekam cha, dasham cha, dasham cha, shatam cha, shatam cha, sahasram cha, sahasram cha, ayutam cha, ayutam cha, prayutam cha, prayutam cha, dayutam cha, vayutam cha, kayutam cha, trayutam cha. Ekam cha means 1. Dasham cha means 10. Ekam cha 1. Dasham cha 10. Shatam, sahasram. After that, you know, in American style, Western style, you put 0, 0, 0, comma, then put 3 zeros, comma, then put 3 zeros, comma. You will say 1,000. They will say 10,000, 100,000, 1 million. 10 million, 100 million, 1 billion. Then 10 billion, 100 billion, 1 trillion. After that, they don't have anything to call. Then they will tell trillion, billion, trillion, million, billion, trillion. That's it. Only 3 words they know. They know 10, 100, 1,000, million, billion, trillion. That's it. Whereas India, Ekam, Dasham, Shatam, Sahasram, Ayudam, Prayudam, Chayudam, it goes up to 10 power 57. Which country is great? India. Whole other people doesn't know how to count 1, 2, 3, 4. They are not educated. They never attended classrooms. Indian people were chanting these mantras. We know how to count up to 10 power 57. And you and me are the grandsons of such sannyasis and great tradition in India. Don't you feel great? Yes. Don't you feel great saying that I am a Bharatiya who has got lot of knowledge in our world? Yes or no? Yes. You know, in Delhi there is an iron pillar. Heard about iron pillar in Delhi? Yes. Don't you think iron pillar kept in the sun with all the winter, rain, pollution, why is it not getting rusted? There are a lot of scientists who came, scratched that, took a piece from that, went to their laboratory, tested what is this iron. A lot of people did research. They are not able to find out why is it not rusting. They said it is a big surprise. For all of them, they are not able to explain why is it not rusting. Our metallurgy, chemistry knowledge was one of the greatest knowledge in the world. You go to Calcutta, you will see sari which can be put in a matchbox. 3,000 rupees is the cost. Don't wear it. It will be transparent. But you can imagine somebody can make a sari of that size, 5 meter long, which can be folded and kept like this. Don't you feel that we belong to that nation where we have got that knowledge? You go to Dubai, there is one street which is named with one capital of one of the country. I will not tell you that. Under the same name, there is a sword which is sold in the whole world. Best sword in the world is named under that. You go and identify where this sword is manufactured. It is from India. It is not under Indian name. But you go back and then find out, you will see that origin is India. Do you want the name?
Yes.
Damascus. It's a capital of one country. They have taken this sword from India, put their name under that, but that is manufactured, used by most of the kings in India. So the first best sword was manufactured in India. You can see a lot of equipments, weapons, because metallurgy is good, we can make it. We have in Kerala one of the biggest temple. There is a Vishnu deity. Normally gods will stand. Only in Trivandrum, the capital of Kerala, you have got a big temple which is called Padmanabha Swami temple. Padmanabhan means Vishnu. It is lying down on the ground. God is not standing, it's lying down like this. Open one door, you can see only his face. Open the center door, you can see his stomach part. Open the other door, you can see leg, because one single door you cannot accommodate. That big is the statue. 20 feet, as big as the stage. It is kept on a stone which is approximately 10 feet height. It is kept on a stone, single stone. People were wondering, no area nearby that place have got a stone like this. Only one stone, is it possible in one area? Where locally no stones are available. Later, now the invention is, it is not a stone, it is a manufactured stone. Do you think somebody can manufacture stone?
Yes.
This is done in Kerala. And the whole statue is black in color. The whole statue is a single statue, black in color. People thought that is also stone. But few years back, when the priest was pouring, cleaning the statue, he saw gold inside. So the whole statue is gold. And why it has become black? When Mysore Tippu Sultan came to Kerala, they were worried whether they will steal the gold, so they painted black to save the god, to save the. You can imagine this happened long back. There are hundreds of temples with a lot of rich value inside them. You know, the rich country like India, don't think India is a very poor country. We are one of the richest country in the world. If all the ladies in India, you remember once upon a time when Mahatma Gandhi went around, he collected some gold from ladies for collecting money for the independence movement and all that. If there's somebody who can collect half of the gold from all the ladies in India, we can buy today America, London, every country. We are that rich. There is no country in the world with this rich people living in one single country. We are very, very rich. The food grain which we have is much, much more than what we really want. There is no starvation. Everybody is fed. Lot of rich people in some country, but there are a lot of poor people in some. I am not saying the whole India is very rich. We have problems for transportation, we have problem for road, we have so many problems, but as a whole country we are very rich. The freedom which we have, we don't have in most of the countries. India gives freedom to most of the people. They can move from one state to another state, do what you want, you can sell, you can buy, you can live here, you can have your own faith, your own religion. Assume I have to give such a lecture in Dubai, or if I have to conduct a program in Dubai, government will not permit. Very difficult. I remember 10 years back when I want to give some lectures, when we do some 20 people together, if 20 chapels are kept outside, they will come and arrest. So we used to hide the chapel in some place. Because police will keep watching how many chapels are there. Why this many people have entered in the house. Even house is being watched. You cannot have 20 people guest in your house. Police will come and ask, why you are gathering here? Do you think in India people will do like that? Our country is very free. You know, this country, we have got large, richest people. I was in Department of Space. For defense, we wanted a scanner. I went to Austria for selecting the scanner. The manufacturer, the company owner wanted to give me dinner one day. The owner of a company, they are selling a scanner to Indian Defense Research Center. I was the person who was to select. He was giving a dinner. Assume any one of you call somebody as your guest in your house for dinner. Do you ask him, what do you eat? Or do you serve whatever possible, good things? This man asked me, sir, shall I give you chapati? I was very happy. In Austria, we don't get chapati. All the people will eat only one item in Austria, bread only. No rice, no chapati. You have variety of food in India, right? You go to Austria, you will see only one item, that is bread. Every shop, only one item. Don't ask for anything else. What do you get? Bread. So I got bored eating bread, and one owner of the company is telling, my wife will prepare nice chapati. Therefore you are welcome. But then I had a doubt, how an Austrian lady will prepare chapati? Okay, fine. Let me take a chance. So he called me. He asked me, how many chapatis you will eat? When you call somebody as a guest, will you ask him in advance? Huh? Then I wanted to tell him, if you prepare nice chapati, 10. If the chapati is bad, maximum 1, right? But how do I tell him? I took an average and I told him 3 chapatis. Okay, fine. Then he asked me, what sabji you will have? No variety there, because only one item is there, that is aloo. But you have variety in aloo. Yellow, brown, violet. I said, fine, anything is fine. No, tell me exactly. 200 grams. Okay, fine, 200 grams. Do you do this? Who will do this? Poorest fellows will do, right? But then, okay, I got a chance. I went to their house. Then I really realized why this man is asking question. His wife doesn't have cloth at all, 20 centimeter cloth in the whole body. Poor fellows, na? In India, how many meters of cloth ladies will wear at home? Who is rich? We are very rich. He is not able to provide 20 centimeter cloth to his wife. Very poor, yeah. I felt like giving some clothes and saying, Baba, please wear it. I don't have anything to eat in this place. You know, in America, I had one student who was psychologically upset. So he consulted, he is from Andhra Pradesh. His mother consulted me and said, my son is in hospital. Please talk to him and save him. I tried talking to him. Doctor said, no, you cannot talk to my patient. I am a psychotherapist, I am a psychiatrist. And then I said, don't worry, somehow get him out of the hospital and then get me to Andhra Pradesh, Hyderabad. We will see what we can do best for him. He came, attended few of my classes, programs, he is alright. Then I asked him, how did you got into hospital? He says, if you slightly misbehave in the class, each student who is studying in this school are health insurance covered. A husband and wife staying together, both of them have insurance company protection. If my pressure is high, who is worried? Not my relative. Who is worried? Insurance company is worried. Because if I get some disease, who has to pay the money? Insurance company. So you know what do? They tie a watch. My pressure is up, insurance company will get an alarm. Ambulance will come, take me forcefully and admit in hospital. I cannot say I have no problem, I have no pressure. They will force me to into hospital. Who is bothered about you? Not your relatives. Government is bothered. Companies are bothered. So do you think you have freedom? Your disease, you have no freedom. Your mother have no control on you. I have a friend, one Mr. Srinivas. His daughter, who was an LKG student. There are a lot of students who are discussing. And one day this young child went and told his papa, Srinivas, Papa, I am very sad. He asked, why beta? What is the problem? In my class, every student of my classmates have got 5 fathers. I have only 1 father. See the problem? You are in a society where family relationships are upset. 65% of American people are psychologically sick. They go for treatment. You know, when we become totally sad, what we will do? We do prayers. We go and sleep on our mother's lap. We tell our problems to our friends. We have our relatives. We have our teachers. We have our gurus. Do they have? They don't have any relationship. Socially, this well settled family life, you cannot see anywhere. Therefore, what is happening? America is very rich. But problems also, they have maximum problems. America collapsed in its finance few years back. When you study in your history, you will learn Mesopotamia, Babylonia. Heard about all these names? Can you show me these places in the atlas? Most of them are not there. Rome, great city. What is there now? Everything lost its identity. There is only one country which is living for long years with all the prestige. Which is that country? Yeah. Mahabharat. People know this only as a big war. You know what is the story of the war? What is the story for the war? There is one Duryodhana and one Dharmaputra. Who is a good boy? Dharmaputra is a good boy. Duryodhana is bad boy. Who said? They took birth in same family. Cousin brothers, na? Correct or not? Same palace. Studied under same Vivekananda Vidyalaya. Under same professor. They were student in the same classroom. Same professor taught them. Same guru taught them. Same family. Same teachers. But how come one became good and one became bad? Dharmaputra had whose company? Lord Krishna always to advise, right? Whereas Duryodhana had. So if you are good or bad, who is responsible? Not the school, not your parents, your friends. Look beside, whether Shakuni is beside you or Krishna is beside? Do you want Shakuni beside you or Krishna beside you? Okay. Do you want to be Krishna? Why do you want Krishna beside you? Why can't you be Krishna and then start advising to others? This is the story of Mahabharata. It is not. And why Duryodhana had Shakuni as friend? Duryodhana's mother, who is that? Duryodhana's father? Dhritarashtra was blind. Correct or not? Yes. If husband is blind, what is wife supposed to do? Open the eyes and help, right? But what Gandhari did? She became very much lovable to her husband, closed her eyes, she also became blind. Husband and wife both are blind, therefore they produced 100 children. Luckily, who is Pandava's wife? Pandu's wife. Only 5 children. Pandu left the world. All Pandavas were taken care of by whom? Draupadi. Wherever mother is active, children will become better. If you are good or bad, who is responsible? Your mother is responsible. I lost my father when I was 4 years old. I lost my father in an accident. I lost my sister and father and me. 3 of us were together in an accident. I lost my sister and father. I somehow survived. I was very mischievous. I am sure any student here is better student than me. At your age, I was one of the worst student. I never had an opportunity to attend guest lectures. 8th class, I was in one of the best selected schools in Kerala. I have my classmates sitting in CP Vijay Kumar. We were classmates, plus 1, plus 2. Studied in same college. Tagore Vidya Nigetan. When we were students, Tagore Vidya Nigetan in our district was one of the best schools. Only if you write 20,000 people write examination, 27 people will get admission. And I was one of them. One of the brightest student to get admission in the best school. After joining in 8th class, I never left my rank. No competitors for my rank. Which rank will have no competitors?
Last rank.
Last rank. So always I retained my rank. No competitors for me. I was very happy. All the time same rank. Whichever exams comes, last person. But at the end of the year, I got a nice love letter from the principal. He said, take this letter. I opened and see on the top it is written transfer certificate. He said, get out. Don't show your face in this school. One of the worst student ever I had is you. I went back to my village, joined in one of the worst schools. That village school belongs to my family. My brother is the manager. That is our school. So I went back to that school. 10th class like you are going to write examination, right? I remember in the final exam, board exam was happening. On that day morning we had a temple festival. I never went to exam. I was standing there and watching temple festival. My brother took me like this and asked me, go and sit in the exam hall. Somehow I got 54% marks. No first class. Average marks was 54%. That is because somebody must have given, thinking my handwriting is good, they must have given some marks. Plus 1, plus 2, we don't have plus 1, plus 2, that time pre-degree, first year, second year, pre-degree. It's called a degree before that pre-degree. First year pre-degree, we were in same college. I passed in only one subject. Failed in all, maths, physics, chemistry, English, everything I failed. Second year, few of my friends told me that if you go like this, finished, you can start business. No more studies. Somehow I tried my level best, 52% I got a pass mark. After that I decided I am not going to stop studying. Degree I studied in 3 colleges. First Karsang College, Payyanur College and Kannur College. 3 different colleges. Because I wanted to get back to the same college, show to all my friends, I am a changed person, I am going to change. In university I got 5th rank. MSc I got 2nd rank. MPhil I got 1st rank. PhD I finished in 3 years. I never stopped. Recently, 2 years back, same school who thrown me out called for lecture to give class for 11th and 12th class children. And I went there, stood in the same class where I was thrown out. And I told them like the same story what I told you now. I was once upon a time a student here. None of the teachers also know that I was a student there. By mistake they called me. Why I am saying this and why I love children? I have taught more than 8 lakhs of students in India. I have trained more than 6 lakhs of teachers in India. No single subject I left. You ask me chemistry, physics, maths, biology, give me the syllabus, I will teach you. After my government retirement, I was with the Prime Minister's office. I was Deputy Director to Manmohan Singh's Prime Minister's office, Director General of Security, RAW. I was DGP of Police, equivalent to DGP of Police. Only one single person in India without an IPS, these are all recorded, I am going to post it on YouTube, I will not tell lie. Without IPS, without being Army, Air Force, Navy, first person to become Deputy Director in RAW, Intelligence Department is me. Then Prime Minister Manmohan Singh was holding my hand 20 minutes, not I am holding his hand, he was holding my hand 20 minutes. And he took me to his wife and said, there is one brilliant man from Kerala, talk to him. This is the word Manmohan Singh told his wife, introducing me. Why I am saying this to young children like you? If you think you want to study, you have good brain, you can do it. Unfortunately, in my childhood, I never had a teacher who told me like this. Any one of you want to become great, that's why I am in a mission of creating students who wanted to achieve maximum. You can. I have got a lot of camps which I conduct in Maharashtra, which is called a Mission IAS. 3 days, 4 days workshop. Nobody will sleep. I have a guest room like this. After my lecture at 11 o'clock, I was supposed to go to guest room. The student said, don't go sir. I slept on the podium, and here itself on the stage. Because students were sitting beside me, asking questions. Until next day morning, I said bye-bye and then go. Up to that, they started talking to me. I spent a lot of time for my children. After my retirement in 2009, October, I took retirement from Department of Space, government. Straight, I went to a small village in Kerala. I remembered my old 8th class. So I told a government school, which all the teachers keep saying that none of our children will pass, all of them will fail. Worst students in Kerala. I said, give it to me. 90 children I selected. Conducted only classes in the holidays. Regular class they will go. All of them are in Malayalam medium. I changed them into English medium. So the teachers asked, they are going to fail in Malayalam medium. If you convert them into English medium, what will happen? They will fail. It is nice to fail in English medium than failing in Malayalam medium. Their own mother tongue they are failing. Better to fail in English. They can tell, I failed in English medium. Great privilege. They won't speak a single sentence in English. You are all much better than Kerala students who in talking in English. You are much better. That's why I take your example and show to them. These students, I wanted to train them to teach how to speak in English. Just now we had a game. That game was invented by me. I have not seen anybody doing it. I just did it few years back for my 8th class children when I took them to Goa. The camp was conducted in Goa Navodaya Vidyalaya. We had children from Goa and Himachal Pradesh. These students will not speak Malayalam, mother tongue of my children. These children whom I am bringing, all of them have fear in speaking in English. But if they tie their, how do they communicate? They have to speak English, right? That's only way. So one exercise was enough, but I have given them half day. I have given you 20 minutes because you are much smarter. But for the same game in Goa, I gave 2 hours. 10 o'clock we started, 12 o'clock we ended. You are one of the smartest. 20 minutes people came here. I have the slip here. I have computed how much time you have taken. Wonderful children. I think all of you require a great clap for your hands. Unfortunately, I didn't have a record of what is done there. I don't know whether we have recorded today. At least few movements if you have recorded, I want that. Because I am going to show Arunachal Pradesh students are very active. I wanted to tell that. You know what? When they joined, 8th class children joined me, I asked them, what do you want to be? They have written in a paper, they want to become electrician, auto rickshaw driver, road worker. One fellow has written policeman. Then I asked him, why you want to be policeman? He said, yesterday my father was caught by police. I took my children to the university where I did my MSc. I took them to Goa. Nice sightseeing. Don't think they are from a very rich background. They are from poor background. 90 children, when I took them to Goa, 66 of them are seeing first time a train. How many of you have not seen a train, you tell me? All of you have seen, right? Yes. Have you not traveled in train? Is there anyone who have not traveled in train? Lift your hands. This many children have not traveled in train. This vacation, after the exam, write to me. I am going to take you to Kerala, to my house. For all of you, train ticket will be sponsored by me. I don't want my children to become not experienced in training. I did the same thing to these children whom I took them to Goa, took them to university, then I asked them, what do you want to be? They said they want to become vice chancellor, they want to become professor, they want to become director. Your world, when you opened up to larger ambition, you will also say that tomorrow I want to become scientist. I was told that the word collector is not very familiar to you. Deputy Commissioner, what do you call the district head office? DC. How many of you want to become DC? You must always feel, I want to become IPS, I want to become IAS. There were a few children who came and spoke to me and said, I want to become IAS, sir. If you want, you must have high dream saying that I want to become greatest in this world. First that dream has to come to you. You know, most of the people, when India, all the gurus, what they do first was make students to focus, make them very active, not lazy. Lot of activities are to be done. You need Shraddha. Shraddhavan labhate jnanam. Shraddhavan labhate jnanam. If you have concentration, then only you can study. You are in a wonderful place, Vivekananda Kendra Vidyalayas. Nice teachers, totally dedicated. I am seeing no students in Kerala or Karnataka or Andhra or wherever state, Maharashtra, Madhya Pradesh, these places I have got students. I have not seen before 10th class finishing, they have a camp like this. Lectures are conducted. You know how much effort the teachers have to take? Correct or not? Yes. If this program is not there, they can take rest at home. Correct or not? Yes. Give them a big clap. Assume your parents don't make you to join in Vivekananda Kendra, some other schools. Will you get a chance like this? No. So who gave you chance? Yes. Give them a big clap. As you go home, I am sure there are few children who are in hostels, but there are few children who are at home. The first thing what you should do is, you should go and hug them, sleep on their lap, share all experience which you have. Tell that I had a great chance because of you, mama, because of you, papa, and then love them so much. Last Prajodayat camp, I had few students. There were students who were telling, I don't talk to my mama, I don't talk to my parents. We are always jagada, fighting at home. There are few students who came and spoke to me. You know, after the camp, I was staying in a guest house. When the parents came to take them, this girl took the parents to me and said, in the whole camp, I have learned only one thing, mama. I know how to love you now. Because of you, I am here. I never realized. She used to get me chai. This is how she will ask her mother. After the camp, she started serving chai to her mother. There were students who were taking 1 hour for dinner. Switch on the TV, look at the TV. I just said jokes like this only. I said, don't do this. Every day the child gets scolding just for this. The mother is fighting with the baby just for this. I said, find out why you are making problems in house. Just solve it. Now onwards you should get from your parents how much mark you should get as a daughter or a son. Are you 100% now? Just think. Do you think your mother and father will give you 100% good daughter, 100% good son? Do your parents will tell you like that? Do they have complaint against you? Do you think you want to change yourself and get 100% mark telling your parents should tell, I am so lucky I have a daughter like this, I am so lucky I have a son like this, you are the best person in the world like that, father should tell and mother should tell you, right? Yes. How to change this? Become the best son and daughter first of all. The first duty of every child is to become the best son, best daughter for your parents. I told you I lost my father. With all the difficult things which I do in the schools, worst student sometime, but I will go back to my mother. My mother will keep her hand like this and say, don't worry beta, you will become good one day. Because she knows I am not good that time. She was sure that I am going to become good. Only because of her blessings I have become whatever I am in my life. So each one of you have got one responsibility. Make your mother happy. Because in Bharatiya Shastra, Madrudevo Bhava. First God is who? Mother. And if you don't respect your mother, nobody can save you. You be the best student, get the best job. If the mother's blessing is not there, you are not going to be good in your life. So try to be the best child. All mothers, that is why Pandavas were good. Most of the time, Gandhari was most unhappy lady, and she started telling, "Oh, I am stupid boy. It's worst boy which I had." All the time Duryodhana got shapa from Gandhari. He couldn't help. And he studied everything at home. In the classrooms also, whatever assignment he does very good. But no use. Our Bharatiya Shastra talk about how person have to be grown. How a parent has to take care of children. How children have to work. How children have to study. Most of our mythological stories, the Puranas, Itihasas, Brahmanas, Upanishads, Vedas, these are all learning for us to live with the best practices in this world. You happen to be in a place where Swami Vivekananda had great knowledge about India. There is only one person in the world who said, "Do you want to know India? Look at me. I know whole India." Only one person could tell this. That's Vivekananda. No other person could tell. He said, "I am the condensed India." Last 2013, the 150th year celebration of Swamiji started. Many of my IAS students in throughout India contributed article, and I published a book. The book name was Raising of India by the Rays of India. What is the book name? Raising of India by the Rays of India. Who are the rays? All the students are my rays. So if India has to be brightened, enlightened, make it into a better place, who has to decide? Each one of you has to decide. I've got a lot of children who are trying for IAS. Now my IAS training starts with the 7th class. 7th, 8th, 9th, 10th, 11th and 12th. By the time they become 12th class, 5 years, they must have learned the whole India. Any one of you want to become IAS, first qualification, you must know India. Length and breadth of India, geography of India, history of India, tradition of India, modern politics of India, all the sciences which we have, all that you must know. Will you be able to say proudly that I know India today? You belong to a school where Swami Vivekananda said that I know India. Like each one of you must be able to say this. I have given hundreds of lectures under Vivekananda's name. I happen to be a teacher at Vivekananda Institute for Human Excellence at Hyderabad for more than 10 years at Ramakrishna Math. Every day we had lectures on personality development, communication skill, mind power, mind control, power of positive thinking, all these different topics. Thousands of students goes monthly. That's where my starting point of learning. Never stop reading. Somebody was talking about Ramdev. Ramdev's editor is there. And she did her PhD on Swami Vivekananda's quotations. How poetical is that? You can see each quotation has got a lot of poetry inside. So beautiful writings which he has got. What a fabulous English he has got. What a great personality he has got. Both physical, intellectual, emotional, spiritual, social. Wherever he goes, he is able to influence people. Don't you think each one of you should get some knowledge? This year, my camp, which I also conduct a lot of such camps. In Kerala, we had a Vivekananda Kendra, Kodungalur. Dr. Lakshmi Kumari, who was the chief of Kanyakumari Center, now after retirement, she took a retirement. but she was not allowed to take retirement. Vivekananda Kendra started in her own place, my village, near to that 20 kilometers from that place, where I had children from lot of students who are aspiring to become IAS were brought under one umbrella, and we conducted a training program, 3 days. First time camp happening in that place. All my children, the first quality is, you can call any of my children and ask them to speak about Vivekananda. They can speak for 2 hours non-stop. Being a student of Vivekananda Kendra, how many of you know details about Vivekananda? How many of you can speak about Vivekananda for 2 hours? Come to Kerala, I will show you my children. We train people to become good speakers, no stage fear, make any subject to speak, active physically, emotionally, intellectually, spiritually, socially. When they travel in train, they make friends. They don't keep quiet. They talk to people, get to know each other. You have to grow. You have to grow and get a lot of experience. And you ask them what you want to become, they will tell, I want to become an oncologist, specialized in medicine, and I have to study in All India Institute of Medical Science. Somebody else will say, I want to become an aeronautical engineer, I want to study in IIT, this institute. I want to become a chemist, I want to go to Kharagpur. Somebody will say, I want to take economics, 7th class student, 8th class student. I asked them to learn countries and capitals in 1 day workshop. Second day, asked them, how many of you know 10 countries and capitals? One girl stood up and said, sir, 100 countries and capitals. In 1 day, 100 countries and capitals she could learn. Karthik, one person, before my program started, I asked him to come on to stage, fill the time gap. 2 hours after that, I said, stop. He was talking about Vivekananda, 2 hours non-stop. I am sure each one of you have capacity to learn, but are you using your brain 100%? Are you 100% busy as a good student? Are you a good student? I told you, you are a good daughter or a son. Ask yourself, are you a good student? I am sure you must get an answer to tell that I am a good student or not. If you are able to tell you are a 100% good student, you will also become 100% good son or daughter. We have a great tradition. People were started learning maths, physics, chemistry as slokas because they started 7 years, they started learning maths, physics, chemistry by slokas. All of you have the capacity to learn as much as you want. If some of you have not so far started becoming serious in life, now start thinking, do you want a normal life or do you want a life which gives you a lot of status, power, money? Do you want to change your life pattern and become the best in the world? Do you think your atmosphere is not good, your facilities are not good, because of that you are not able to do? If you are good, there are a lot of opportunities available. We have got All India Institute of Medical Sciences. We have got IITs, many of them coming up. We have got ISER 5 centers in India. Those who want to become researchers in education and do PhD, that is one of the best center. Traditionally we were good. I am sure India under the new Prime Minister is going to have lot of great opportunities. We have a wonderful dynamic Prime Minister. Yes or no? Yes. The country is going to be in good progress in the next 10 years. And as students of Vivekananda Kendra, you have a lot of opportunities. Make this opportunity strong, and your buddhi is very good. If some of you think that your buddhi is bad, I will just prove that. I'll take only 2 more minutes, sir. I can prove you that your buddhi is working fine. I am going to tell my telephone number. And just once only, don't write down. I will only tell once, but you will remember it. I will tell only once. You have to repeat it once inside. Then you will check whether it is working or not. How many numbers are there in telephone? 10. Hold your hands like this. I am going to tell the first 3 numbers. You have to repeat internally once. Then I will tell the 2 numbers. All the 5 numbers you repeat once. Then I will tell you 2 numbers. All the 7 numbers you can repeat once. Then I will tell you the last 3 numbers. So 10 numbers you have to repeat. Internally, no sound. Ready?
Yes, sir.
944. Don't internally. Do like this and repeat. 74. So 94474. 37. So all the 7 numbers you can repeat. 948. 9447437 948. Now if you have a doubt, discuss with your friends. Now you agree, if you listen once carefully, you can learn anything. Your buddhi is good, but you are not listening carefully sometimes, that's why you are not able to. So, clap once. Stop. Did you clap 100% sincerely?
Yes.
No. I am not seeing that happiness in your faces. Clap. Stop. Don't make noise. Only clapping sound I want. I am not seeing your face will show whether you have clapped nicely or not. Clap. Stop. I will give you 5 marks for clapping. You are not good in clapping at all. You must clap 100% good. Clap. Stop. No, 10 marks. Nice sound should come. Clap. Stop. I am going to tell, this is getting recorded. Arunachal Pradesh students don't know how to clap. Stop. I am not seeing, you are not doing it sincerely. If you do it sincerely, your hand will become red. If your hand doesn't become red, I am going to check each one of you. If your hand is not red, I will make your cheeks red. Clap. Clap. Now I am seeing your face. This is the problem with the children. If somebody don't tell I am going to beat you, you will do that. If somebody is going to punish you, with single finger, clap fast. Fast. No sound, only this clapping sound. No other sound. 2 fingers. 3, 4, 5, 4, 3. Now you get rain. 2, 1. Nice rain. You got bet? With single finger, do it fast. No other sound. Then you can listen the sound of rain. 2 fingers. Nice rain. 3. Heavy rain. 4. 5. 4. 3. 2. 1. I am not going to give prizes for the people because all of them did well. But who was the first people who came? Stand up, the 3. No. Who came first? The 3 girls who came first. Give them a big clap. Boys, there were 3 members came first. Who are they? Where is your pair? Give them a big clap. Now tell me, when I asked you to clap, did you clap 100%? This is your problem. Even if you learn how to do it 100%, when you clap for somebody else, don't ever do this. Whenever you clap, clap it 100% sincerely. Whenever you study, study 100% sincerely. Whenever you eat, eat 100% sincerely. Okay? God bless you. See you again tomorrow in case if there is some session. Otherwise, my telephone number is thank you.
Very fine. Good evening to all of you. After this wonderful session, you are expected that you will able to face lot of challenges which will come to you when you will go to the outer world after coming out from the bikinis. That's why the renowned speaker Sri Suresh Shashi Kumarji is present among us. And Shashi Kumarji, I was just observing from outside for a few minutes. Each and every one of you was very attentive throughout the session. And that only we expect from each and every one of you.